Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Liz. Thank you for stopping by. Today I have a walkthrough review of the Voyager Tarot, the intuition cards for the 21st century. Now I am not going to lie. I did not pay full price for this deck. I got it at a thrift store. I don't know if I would ever pay full price for the deck. Not that there's anything wrong with it. It's just the cards themselves are not something I am in love with. The pictures on the cards, it's extremely busy. They use like a collage format. This deck was created in 85, 86. The copyright on the book is 1998 because I picked it up a Goodwill. I don't know if it's going to be up to date. I don't know if they've redone the cards. Anything I've looked online, they look like this, so I'm assuming they haven't really changed anything. The creator of the deck is James Wanless, PH.D. He has a degree in political science, but he's also very, very involved with the tarot. And the artist is Ken Knutson. I'm not in love with the artwork in this deck. Some people may absolutely love it. I think this deck, because it's very psychological in nature, and even the interpretations and the suits themselves, they're all based on shadow work, psychology. It doesn't even say shadow work, but honestly, this would be a really good shadow work deck, I think, because if you're going to read the book, that it alludes to a lot of that. So it's an okay deck. I don't know. And it's like the back of it says, pick a card a day and change your life. Voyager Tarot shows you how to achieve your visions and dreams, creating the success you desire. Use the deck as an intuitive guide to forecast your future, reveal secrets of your subconscious, and provide spiritual inspiration. This excellent decision-making tool can help you navigate life, enhancing business planning, relationship building, and self-discovery. I think it's very much more guided towards self-discovery. It's just I don't know. And he's changed some of the names on the cards and left others because it's supposed to be geared towards the 21st century, yet he took out temperance and made that one art, but left Hierophant, which in my opinion, Hierophant could just be teacher. That would be much more appropriate for that particular card in today's world, as Hierophant, I believe, is an ancient Egyptian or Greek, no, I believe it's Greek, meaning like, it's like a priest in a Greek temple or a leader or something like that. So, I don't know, I think that some of it is a little confused, in my opinion. I'll show you the cards. You guys make the decision for yourselves. I don't know, I just find it's kind of, I don't know, the pictures are, for me, they're almost anxiety producing. There's just so much, it's hard to see. As a matter of fact, I gotta put on my glasses. There's so much in there, and I don't think everything necessarily works with what you're trying to look at, you know? It's just one of those decks that, I don't know. Will I try it? Yes, I'm going to try it because I do believe it can also be used more as an oracle deck, because each card, other than the major arcana, has descriptive words. So you can use those and not even worry about the number on the suit. So, okay. Anyway, let's try it. This is the Fool Child card. Now, see what I mean? I don't know. There's just something about this. I'm not afraid of dolls. I've had dolls. I have dolls. There's just something about this that completely creeps me out. It's just, I mean, a lot of people I know find dolls creepy, my kids included. I used to have a large doll collection, but they were very pretty porcelain dolls. There's just something about this that I don't know. Don't get a good feeling about. Anyway, so that's the Fool Child. The Magician. See how there's so much? The Priestess would be the High Priestess. The Empress. The Emperor. The Hierophant. The Lovers. I actually find that little statue over there really, really cute. Chariot. Now, see how you have that a crab right there? I don't know if that's supposed to be meaning Cancer. I don't know if Chariot is connected to Cancer. I don't know. I don't know the astrological signs of the cards. I don't really do that. I mean, and then you have a person back here. She almost looks like she's riding the crab. It's just strange, very strange. Oh, I forgot to show you the back. The back is beautiful. I guess it's supposed to be a slice of DNA, and the only reason I know that's because when I went on Amazon, there was a quick video, and the guy on it said that that's what it was. I haven't got to that part in the book yet. It could be. It's very pretty. I do like that. Balance. Okay, so they've switched also the Justice card with Strength. This, for some decks, Strength is number 8, and others, Strength is number 11, I believe, or vice versa. So it kind of threw me off a little bit because I'm used to it the other way. I'm used to being Strength being 8, but they have it at, and it says Balance, and it's usually the Justice card. So, Hermit, Fortune. See what I mean? There's just so much in there. It's just so much. There's only one card I've seen that's, I think it was the Empress, which was very minimal, which I found that kind of relaxing. These other cards, honestly, I feel like they give me anxiety looking at them. Strength, which is number 11. That's what I was talking about. I kind of do like that they put the lion with Stone Lion as well. There's a lot of hawks in these cards too, I've noticed. Is that a hawk? I think it is. If it's not a hawk, it's a hummingbird, which I know is hard to confuse the two, but it's hard to see. I mean, the picture quality on these cards, in my opinion, isn't the best because they're probably from 1998. So I'm not sure if it was digitized at the time, or some of it is like all blends together, so it's hard to see. What was that? The Hanged Man. Death. Art, which this typically would be your Temperance card. And there is no Temperance in this deck. So, Devil's Play. Now, I'm going to hold that one out because it's a completely different take on the devil here. The Tower. Now, this looks like one of the twin towers. Actually, I believe it might be because it looks like there's one there. I've already seen it a couple times, and I probably already passed it. With this, the twin towers are in this deck quite a few times but I can't remember exactly where they are. Like I said, I get so busy, I get overwhelmed by the imagery. The Star. The Moon. The Sun. Time, Space, which this typically would be Judgment. And it's just so different. You know, I might hold that one back. I'll read from the book at the end. I don't know how much I'll read from it because it's not super wordy, but the words are really small. It's kind of hard to read from. The Universe, which would be the world. I do like this particular card. I think this one's pretty cool. I do like that one. All right, so instead of swords, we have crystals. And this is all about the mind. And then there's the descriptive word at the top. And we do have cups. Instead of coins, there's worlds. And we do have wands. I don't know why they kept 2 and left 2 out. I don't know. The way I read about the crystals was that instead of thinking about it as swords because it's about the mind, we'll use crystals because it's more intuitive, something to that effect. I can't tell you for sure, but something like that. So anyway, and these really, in my opinion, do not conform to the typical Rider-Waite meanings. So just so you know, I think it would be a great deck you can learn this deck, and it probably is very, very useful. But if you already know the Rider-Waite and you're older like me, it may be a little bit harder. Okay, so Ace of Crystals, Brilliance. Two of crystals, equanimity. Three of crystals, creativity. See what I'm saying? Three of swords, which is the typical, is usually heartbreak, sorrow, something, anguish, and they changed it completely. It's not even nowhere near that. Four of crystals, which would be typical four of swords, logic. That's not how I see the four of swords. Most people who learn the tarot, it's about taking time out, relaxing, things being put on hold, thinking hard about something. I mean, logic would be part of it, I suppose, but I don't know. Five of swords, negativity. Six of swords, crystal, confusion, or six of crystals, I should say. And six of swords, to me, is not a confusion card. Six of swords is moving away from something that's not serving you and going away from something that's harming or not good for you, and going into a better place. So, seven of swords, dullness. Typically, the seven of swords or seven of crystals, I'm getting them confused. To me, seven of swords is about somebody's not being completely truthful from you. They're even sometimes stealing from you. They could be even stealing your peace. Or it could be somebody who's strategizing, but a lot of times they're strategizing to manipulate things in their way, not necessarily for you. So that's the thing. This does not conform. And I guess that's part of the reason. But sometimes I wish that they would take these decks, they call them tarot decks, and make them more oracle cards. And then it would be less confusing, honestly. So, synthesis, 8 of crystals. Narrowness, 9 of crystals. 10 of crystals is delusion, I guess. All right, so instead of having the page, the knight, the king and queen, we have a sage, a child, a woman, and man. And the sage is a grandparent or an older person. The child, of course, is a child. The woman and man are, adults of either gender that identify with that particular gender type. So I do like that it's a grandparent or an older person that you trust, that you can listen to. It's just they put it in the front, which is kind of weird. I think they should have been last, but whatever, that doesn't matter. So, sage of crystals, knower. Child of crystals, learner. Now, see this right here? I'm going to bring it up closer. It looks like a child that's terrified. It looks like a child that's just terrified and hiding in a corner. I don't see how that is a learner. I don't understand, but I mean, this one here, I like his little face, so cute. I don't know, it throws me off. These cards, honestly, kind of give me the creeps a little bit. They really do. So Guardian, Woman of Crystals. This one's beautiful. I love that one. That really is very pretty. It's because it's not overwhelming. It's all just stones around her. To me, it's just not as busy. Man of Crystals, Inventor. Okay, so the Ace of Cups. Crystals is all about the mind. This is all about emotions. The Worlds is all about material goods or your material life. And the Wands is all about spirit, your spiritual self. So, Ace of Cups, ecstasy. Two of Cups, equilibrium. Three of Cups, love. Which usually it's Two of Cups that I equate with love. So, Four of Cups, anger. I never equate the Four of Cups with anger. So, Five of Cups, disappointment, which that is. And Six of Cups with sorrow. I do not equate the Six of Cups with sorrow. I equate that with nostalgia, childhood, inner child. It's just even doing things with your own child. I don't understand how they got sorrow out of that, but okay. Seven of Cups, fear. Do not equate Seven of Cups with fear at all. And honestly, I don't even equate this card with fear. It doesn't give me that fear vibe as much as just, honestly, it reminds me kind of the Little Mermaid, and she has her cave. It just looks like that to me, the Little Mermaid with her cave, and she's got all her little things in there. Kind of how I see that. Eight of Cups, stagnation. Like I said, very different. Nine of Cups, fulfillment. 10 of Cups, passion. Sage of Cups, regenerator. Child of Cups, feeler. Woman of Cups, rejoicer. Man of Cups, surfer. Okay, Ace of Worlds, success. Two of Worlds, reflection. Three of Worlds, nurturing. I like this one. That one I like a lot. This one's kind of cute too. Four of Worlds, commencement. See I don't know if that's a stag or a goat. I can't tell. It's very blurry. I don't know if that's meant to be like that, or if it's just the way they put it in there. There's another one right there. I wonder what that means. You know what? We'll hold that one back. All right. Five of Worlds, setback. Six of Worlds, synergy. Now, usually the Six of Pentacles is a charity, giving to others, taking care of those less fortunate, you know, that kind of thing. I don't see where synergy works into that at all. A Seven of Worlds, breakthrough. Eight of Worlds, change. Nine of Worlds, harvest. And 10 of Worlds, reward. There's just so much there. This one's kind of cool to read though, because there's money, there's dessert, there's all the planet. Actually, is that Jupiter? I think that's Jupiter. There's a whole bunch of Jupiters, a whole bunch. So I do like the look of that one. I like this one too. This one's nice. Sage of Worlds, master. Player. Child of Worlds. Preserver. Woman of Worlds. I love this one, honestly. I do like that there's a pregnant lady on here, and there's a woman working with her hands, like preserving something that, like a handcraft that is, a lot of handcrafts are kind of lost or being slowly lost. We do so much digitally and electronically, and so many things are just made for us. I mean, I personally crochet and I knit occasionally, and not a lot of people are interested, although it's making a bit of a resurgence, but something like that. I do like this one. I can read pretty well. An achiever, this one's good too. You know, you got the boot on the moon. I don't know why you have the Colosseum, but okay. Saturn, the car, the Olympic athlete, businessman, airplane, like the world is your oyster, that kind of thing. All right, so the Ace of Wands, or the Wands card's all about spirituality. So, like I said, it's going to be a little bit different. So, okay. Illumination, Ace of Wands. Purity, Two of Wands. Compassion, Three of Wands. See how they don't really go with the Wands typically? Because the Wands can also have a lot to do with business or a project. And especially the first three cards, you know, there's an inspiration, and then there's putting a plan into action, or just thinking about a plan, then putting a plan into action. You know, not the same. It's just not the same. Okay. Four of Wands, aspiration. Five of Wands, oppression. I mean, I don't see Five of Wands as oppression. Five of Wands typically is just small annoyances. People that are just irking you and annoying you. I don't feel it as oppression. Whereas, I believe it's Seven of Wands would be more, or even Nine of Wands, or even 10. Those give me more of an oppressive feel to them when I look at the typical Rider-Waite deck. Okay, Six of Wands, trust. Which I do like that, but usually Six of Wands is victory, small victory, you know. Hard-earned victory, but it's not like a huge victory generally. All right, courage, Seven of Wands. Harmony, Eight of Wands. Still very different. Nine of Wands, integrity. And that's not the typical Nine of Wands at all. And growth for Ten of Wands. Now, Ten of Wands is usually about a burden, you know, laying down your burden. You're getting to the end of your burden. You're feeling extremely burdened. That kind of feel. Growth is not how I see the Ten of Wands, but let's leave that one out. Okay. Sage of Wands, the Seer, the Seeker, Child of Wands, the Censor, Woman of Wands, Actor, Man of Wands. Okay. So, how do you like this deck so far? I'm completely on the fence with this deck. It may be a great deck to read with. I have not, as I said before, read with it. I don't think I will not read with it. I think I will try. I'm just not sure how. I'm probably going to read it more as an oracle deck, you know, other than the major arcana. I'll have to like pick stuff out or even use the book. I mean, the book is pretty... there's a lot of stuff in here. There's the evolution of the tarot, which honestly, there's a part in there where he says it's Egyptian. There, as my understanding is, really there is no proof that it's Egyptian. Some people do say that, but I believe it was a game created in like the 1500s. And then it was played and people used it for divination. And then in 1909, 1910, the Rider-Waite deck was created by Pamela Colin Smith and it's Walter Waite. He hired her to make the drawings. She did the drawings. And that's the one that was really created just strictly for divination. My understanding of it and what I've read. Okay, so this one does say here that it was published in 2017 by this particular company. The second edition was 1998. So this was pretty recent then. Okay, cool. So if you go buy it, it's going to be this one. All right, so Voyager Revolutionary Tarot, the uses and benefits of the Voyager Tarot. It's very psychological. I don't know if I've already said that because I tried to do it a couple times and I got stuck on a couple things, so I just restarted the video. It talks about the universal self, archetypal personalities, or personality archetypes, I should say, personality attributes in the inner family. Talks about the family cards with the sage, the child, the mother and father. Actually, I probably should have said mother and father rather than woman, man, but I guess not everybody's a mother or father, so that makes more sense. Piloting the Voyager, and it's a cool deck. The book itself is very psychological, I'm gonna say. Let's see. And I mean, there's a lot. And then there's some spreads in the back. There's a couple of spreads that I can see. And then there's your life card. It gives you the information for that. Astrological method. And then this is really cute. How to be an effective reader. And gives you like, you start with the child and you like have a totally open, curious mind. With the Magician, be empowering by emphasizing the magical talents and genius within. The Priestess, tell the truth and be honest about what you don't know. So I do like this right up here and how you work all the major arcana into working with the tarot. I actually, that I may write up or type up and like frame it or something, because I do like that. So it definitely has good qualities to it. It's just thrown me off. There's also there is a spread here, and I forget what these are. I guess it's how to read that spread. There's different. Hold on, is this 1 or 2 pages? It's hard to. It feels like 2, but it's 1. The pages are kind of thick, which is nice. Decision-making readings, and then it gives you the interpretation. You select the cards, I don't know. I'm not going to read it. It's just too much. But see, there's quite a bit of stuff in here. Quite a bit. Okay, so let's just go. Let's see. Which one do we want to read? You know what? Let's go to the 10 of Wands, only because I have not looked at. I've read a couple of the other ones, and I just did not read this one, and it's so different from the typical Wands cards. Okay, 5 Wands. Okay. Like the tree moving towards the light, grow yourself as you expand and extend yourself into the light. The tree as a wand symbolizes your growth in consciousness and unfoldment. Just as a tree grows downward, discover your roots going deep into the dark, the subconscious and past, and into the earth, primordial, collective, and consciousness. The thickening and branching of the tree symbolizes the expanding your world life, and your understanding of your everyday fortunes. The tree also grows upwards, representing your spiritual development and your attainment of higher consciousness and knowledge of the future. Through growth, you flower like the rose, shine like the star, and tower like the redwood. It's time to move up, break out, and branch out. So I do like the write-up. It's a little, I don't know, it's a little confusing, a tiny bit confusing. I do like that the Wands is focused on spirituality. I do like that. I just feel it feels more like an oracle deck, honestly, which is fine. There's nothing wrong with that. But that's the vibe I get more from that as an oracle deck. All right. 4 of Worlds, commencement. Let's see, Wands was the last one. And like I can read right now because he does describe the Wands real quick. And it means spirit. And the Wands attributes symbolize your spirit, for they are associated with the eternal light. All the Wands cards in the Voyager contain some form of light or fire. Spirituality in Voyager Tarot means living in the light, therefore possessing high character, perceptivity, and energy. Character virtues are achieved through the purifying firelight of the spirit. Light is symbolic of perception. When you see, you throw light on the subject. Seeing the truth, you see the light. Firelight also symbolizes your inner heat, your energy and life vitality, your spirit in action. Wands are customarily depicted in the tarot by a baton, wand, or stick. These wands are the tools with which you magically create yourself and your worlds. Wands attributes in Voyager Tarot are identified by hands, our most magical tools. Oh, really? Okay. Additionally, the Voyager's wands are a variety of tools for enlightenment that includes spires, totem poles, flutes, trees, backbones, candles, and arrows. You have a wealth of wands at your command for realizing your higher self, the spirit. Voyager wands are narrow or vertical instruments in keeping with the traditional wand or baton that represent Kundalini energy moving up and down. So it's a nice description. So it's not going to leave you hanging. If you want to use this deck to learn, you're going to have plenty of information in this book, which is really good. It's just, I'm not sure it's for me. Okay. Which one did we say we were going to do? The Four of Worlds. Actually, you know what I want to do? Instead, I want to do Devil's Play, because that one is, the little bit that I read on it, it's very different from the typical Devil's card. It still has a teeny bit element in it, but for the most part, it's actually quite different, and I honestly almost like it. So let's see. The two Greek Dionysian players in Devil's Play symbolizes the law of celebration, a Dionysian exaltation of life and its dark work. Capricorn, bedevilments, devil dancers, and erotic pleasures, Eros. Laugh your fears and sorrows away, dance and drink to your success, for life is a Saturnian harvest. Once you have made the wine, drink it. Lift your spirits by passion and play. Recreate yourself through recreation. That's kind of cool. Recreate yourself through recreation. I like that. Through drink, pan flagon, music, pan pipe, and mind-altering activities, mushroom, become uninhibited and irreverent. In your iconoclasm, the broken statuary, you will see a new way and break through Saturnian discipline and social convention. Free yourself and become natural, spontaneous, and original. The shadow of or negative side of Devil's Play. Of course, you risk stepping off the edge under the influence of intoxicated madness. Stone blind like the dodo bird, you perform misdeeds. Out of ignorance, you are the devil. Watch out. I do like that write-up. Okay, so honestly, I think the book itself has a lot of value. It's a little bit different. It's very psychological, which I do like that. Like I said, I think this deck is going to be a great deck to use for shadow work. I really do. Let's see, 20, which is right there. Got right to it, which is time, space. Typically, it'd be a judgment card. All right, time, space. Known traditionally in the tarot as judgment or eon, is symbolized by Zype, Toltec, Aztec god of spring, who, wearing the skin of a sacrificed human, oh boy, represents the new life which attends the death judgment of old karmic patterns. Okay, right, that right there, I'm not gonna lie, I'm kind of nauseous just reading that. That to me is just so, I don't know, that's just gross. That's just so gross to me. But anyway, okay. As symbolized by the three Buddha judges, this is a time for rendering justice to yourself through objective and acute self-evaluation. The law of karma, the law of laws, symbolized by time-space, means that with your telescopic vision, you are able to see the causes and effects of your mental and behavioral patterns. It's the karma card, like it says here. It's when you see that, it's like what you put out, you're going to get back. The sequences of the rock monuments, sun and moon, indicate your ability to see how your past determined your present and what your present will create for you in the future. Through your vision, alter the future and redirect your karma. Your sundial steering wheel illustrates your understanding of who you are and where you are going. Like the flyer, birds, mediator, and explorer spacecraft take great flights of mind. As a traveler in consciousness, transcend the world of matter and go in mind anywhere for any time period. You are a futurist and seer. Your visions and ideas are seeds that build forth to alter minds and perceptions. The shadow of the negative side of time-space, you may have a tendency, however, to dwell exclusively in your mind. You space out and ignore your physical and worldly needs and responsibilities. You fail to earth the genius of your perceptions. Okay. This one, I'm not going to say I don't agree with it. It's fine for the most part. I don't know why that first part is thrown in there. I don't like that at all. I mean, thinking of anything wearing the skin of anything else is just disgusting to me. It really did turn my stomach. I also find that some of it is just very, and it's not just this part. Some of the book that I've read, even though I do like the book, it's kind of, oh God, I'm gonna say it, and I don't know how, I don't have any other words for it. Very woo woo. It's just like this here. You fail to earth the genius of your perceptions. That to me is just it. There could be a different way to write that. You fail to see the genius of your perceptions. You fail to ground the earth. It throws me off reading it. And it's like, am I reading it right? Am I reading it correctly? That kind of thing. It's almost like words are thrown in there to kind of just, I don't know if it's to make you think or to make you like look twice. And let's see, the Four of Worlds. Did I already do that one? I don't think so. Okay, let's go to Four of Worlds, see what we got going on. Four of Worlds, go back. And then I will read one of the sages, just so you get the vibe on that. So Four of Worlds, commencement, spring. Represented by the green flowering shoot, symbolizes new beginnings and commencements, like the birth of a crocodile and the new island. Like the birth of the crocodile and the new island. It is time to break out of the mental contemplation and act. The Aries ram springing forward means you should move on your winter reflections. Go for it. Take the leap into new ventures and exercise the physical body. The Mars planets and flower shoot, representing male genitals, symbolize the sowing of the new seeds, which will expand through the expression of your creativity and sexual energies. Okie dokie. So that's Mars. Okay, good to know. I usually Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. I'm thinking Four of Wands right now. Four of Pentacles to me and to a lot of people means holding on to what you have, and in some cases being greedy. Doesn't really have anything to do with sexual energy as far as I know, but okay. And let's just read on, let's see. Child of Cups. You know what? Let's do a Sage. Okay, Sage of Cups. As a regenerator and revitalizer, you are emotionally creative. Like the life-giving rain, you can transform a barren situation into a garden of emotional delight and abundance. Your inner fountain of youth creates new emotional life and vitality. You are a healer. Like bubbly, playful water, you bring happiness and joy through the restorative power of laughter and good feelings. Your energy is a medicinal spring that heals the physically sick and the troubled heart. Okay, I like that. And that's a regenerator. And let's see, Woman of Cups, rejoicer. Like the seashell, lotus, and cup, you are receptive to life. Let the beauty of life fill your heart. Hear, conch shell to ear. Taste, moon in the drinking glass. Touch, water on the skin, and smell life's sweet essence. You are deeply moved by life's surges and tides, oceanic in the depth of your feelings and spontaneous yet judicious, in their expression. Show your gratitude to life through the celebration of love, reverence, and bliss. I like that. Like I said, this is one of those decks that I'm just like, I like some of it and I dislike some of it. But whoever watches this video, if you feel drawn to this deck, I think you'll probably really like it. Now that I've read from some of the book and shown you how they're set up, I think you'll have much more understanding of what this deck is about. And it's really not expensive, honestly. It might be $20, something like that. As far as the quality of the cards, I don't think they're the best quality. You know, it's a thick deck, which is strange. It's a pretty thick deck. Okay, it's a thick deck. Yet the cards feel like they don't have much bounce back to them. They feel like they're going to crease pretty easily. But you just have to be more careful with them. That's all, you know. I mean, the cardstock's pretty thick, so I don't know. It's whatever they used. All right, guys. thank you so much for listening to me. I appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed this video. Like I said, I do these just to show you guys, you know, so you guys don't have to go out and buy them. If you look at it, and you, to be honest with you, if I had seen a video, which I could have easily found one, but I wanted to see it for myself. But if I was going to pay full price, I definitely would go look at the video. I would not buy it without looking at a video, or at least looking at a few cards online, which I had done before, and I was just on the fence. I'm still on the fence, even though I have it. If I work with it, or when I work with it, then I'll decide for sure if it's something that's going to be useful to me. If not, it'll probably go on my eBay pile to sell. All right, guys. Blessings and thank you. Let's all be kind and good to each other, and honestly, good to ourselves. Take good care. Bye.